Greetings, all divine beings. It is Witchy Poo coming back to you with another podcast. If you are feeling kind, please subscribe. I want to talk about the motivation behind living your purposeful life, but really, you can't relate to the frequency of everybody's vibe. Everybody didn't have the same upbringing, everybody didn't have the same start or beginning. And when it comes to relationships, everybody doesn't have that, story where it ended up all right. I don't know how else to break it down in like the smallest form of terms of words because in reality, you know, you grow up and you want to have this lifestyle. You want to be happy. You want to be married. But that kind of has been destroyed from the very beginning, from the crack epidemic to the welfare system. And there's really, that's a whole nother horse of another color. But it really starts with the mentality of just seeing that, everybody doesn't have the same beginning or even, they have even worse past. And if you were lucky or blessed enough to have somebody that you met at a young age, like early on, basically childhood, and you grew up to marry them, that's a special process. And I say a special process because not everybody make it to the story where the love even ends. And it ends evenly when we're both in the grave, if that makes sense. I can't fathom why a lot of people despise happiness. I can't fathom why a lot of people don't understand that everybody's not a liar, including them. That probably went over your head once again, but you can't focus on people who don't have not only the same upbringing, but let alone the same understanding. And I say that because an understanding is that you take some knowledge, you take what somebody has taught, and you have learned, and you apply it to your life. Understanding is that you're having compassion for another person, even though you don't see the perception of their side. But what it really breaks down to is that everybody didn't have like an awesome life. And it's not about having the materialistic things, the tangible items. It's really about being neglected as a child. If your mother never hugged you, you have no idea what love truly feels like. Because a hug, it's always say that the best love is a mother's love. And if people didn't have that, there's no way you can fathom on, love and love loving you back. I'm not here to preach for long. I'm just here to wake up the room when it comes to people not having the same upbringing and ending life in you, the outcome as you. Not everybody had the opportunity to be loved and have love love you back. Then when you grow up, you despise people who are just living off the high of love. Having the connection, meeting your twin flame and soulmate, no matter what sexuality you are. There's somebody for everybody in this world. Two people, as a matter of fact. I don't know if y'all ever heard that story. Or that saying, rather. But everybody has a person for them. And if you choose not to want love or see love from bad previous experiences, that's your prerogative. And it's a prerogative that is going to mess up a frequency with not only attraction, but understanding that you matter. I'm not here to brag or tell you about my life story. You pay on membership for that. But I just kind of wanted to let you know if you're feeling somebody or you're afraid of the flack you're going to get just by, starting dating a person that, people feel are no good for you, go through your own experiences. Not every single person has the heart to hurt you, and not every single heart has the ability to realize they've been rejected in life And now this is why they do what they do. Rejection can be the most painful experience a human being has. Why? Because rejection means you're not wanted and nobody looks at you as that, in quote unquote, right? But when it comes to you being in love with somebody, you have to figure out whether they're wrong or they're right. You have to figure out, is there something about your stank box, whether you're a man or a woman, that attracts the type of product that you attract, hun? It ain't always the other person. But like I said, everybody didn't get the process of growing up with their soulmate from the very start. Not everybody got to do that. A lot of people didn't even go to college to experience that love to even affect. So I get it. But when it comes to feeling that you can't be in love or nobody's out here for you, that's a mentality that was instilled because you didn't have love as a child, and you probably never will. Because there's something going on in the mindset where you don't realize that you're not letting love come and attract. There's something on your heart that you keep attracting the man and woman that you are. And there's even more something deeper about that box. Your box is your private parts. And like I said, what is it about you that you keep attracting the people that do what they do to you? Stop blaming other people. The more we blame other people, we don't want to take accountability for what we see in ourselves. And everybody wants love. If you don't, you're a liar and you're going straight to hell. Everybody wants love. But if you didn't get love as a child, that's trauma that turned into a young adult, rejection in high school, elementary, junior high. Then you become over 18, 21, and you have to go out into the world and live life. But you never healed properly from the rejection you had as a child. Whether it was from your own home or a person you really were into and they turned you down. Hurt and pain lives on a lot of people's hearts these days. But you have to realize there's something instilled in yourself that you even attract the people who want to do damage to you because you're already damaged yourself. And so, Witchy, your words, they're beating me down. What's the solution? You got so much to say about this sort of topic, but nothing positive now. I do. And what I really want to say is to the poos, or the ones that really get the message on what it is about when it comes to love and the attraction that really comes from who you are. I want you to know that the solution starts with the mirror. The mirror is something that we look at in a sense, we can pick out our flaws, but we really don't pay attention to who we're looking at here. And in turning, looking in the mirror more, speaking positive affirmations that you deserve love, you can attract love, and that you want the desirable heart to see above any anger, any dysfunction, any flaws that you feel you couldn't get as, resolved as a child or brought up. And that mirror is something that's even more spiritual. You can really get to other sides of realms, even a deeper meaning and connection to yourself. A mirror is just more than a piece of glass that we look at every day and really don't, love who we see back. And so, I just kind of wanted to drop that. I'm also going to drop the link to the True Love Story Rescue book that is available online. But, this isn't relationship advice. I'm just speaking on guidance, coming from the actual side. The side of love, the side of understanding, the side of realizing that love is the pure attraction of inner self. And I hope you guys will enjoy, living a more purposeful life when it comes to love, finding, less soul ties. And thank you for, again, listening. But it starts with this mirror, and you can't really go by the opinions of others because of their experience. You have to look at everything from self and realize that things root and deeper come to the surface when things aren't handled from the beginning of childhood trauma adventures.
she's got a point.